Thank you for taking the time today to join me here at the Waymaker. My hope is that your journey to God starts or continues here with me. So please take the time to subscribe. I truly appreciate your support, your engagement, your likes, your comments, your subscription certainly helps us deliver our message, God's message, out into the world. So today, as we take one step closer to God together, sharing, learning, and contemplating His Word, I wanted to take some time around blessings and really what that means, but even more so, make it a little more personal in today's discussion. So, while taking a walk this morning, my thoughts drifted to really the multitude of blessings that I have in my life and really reflecting on how blessed I am. You know, what I mean by that is often we can get caught up in the troubles of that moment, that day, and let that overtake us. But I've found that if I go out and start my day and really truly think about the great things that are in my life, that sets me up for success for that day and really helps me center my day around God. And really to get back into it, I found myself almost even, well, not almost, I did. I said silent prayers to God, expressing my thankfulness. As I recounted each blessing, as I looked over my life, I remembered, the past, the challenges, the good things, and I found more often than not, the blessings were overwhelming. I started to smile, really, as I walked down this path, really thinking about all these great things that I've experienced in my life, that I've been so blessed to have in my life. I thought about my wife, my children, my siblings, my greater family, and really I came to the realization that all my thoughts centered on family. And that made me really think back to even when I was a young man, thinking and remembering, always wanting to have that family. And realizing now that I have been blessed, that blessing has been fulfilled by God. And I thought, how great of a blessing that is. And I started thinking about, how did this come to pass? And really kind of trying to retrace my steps and realizing that I had a lot of hardships in my life that actually led me to where I am today. And those hardships, those challenges that I had to endure ultimately provided a stronger path to God, which provided these strong blessings, these great blessings as a response to building that path to God. And now I feel blessed beyond all imagination. I remember, again, going back to being that young man, like, I can't wait one day to have someone to spend time with. I remember even thinking that at 15, 16 years old, having someone to grow old with and have that relationship and being able to have children together and grow that family and have those experiences. And it was kind of just a reflective on this walk, like, wow, that really came true. And how I came to that was really just, again, unwinding that, going through that reflective period and unwinding my life and those challenges. And some of those I may speak about more in the future, but it's just interesting how things have unfolded and where it's led me to these great blessings that I spoke about. Again, my wife, my family. And so it really reminded me to take time each day to be thankful. And in doing so, that reminded me of Philippians chapter 4, verses 6, 7, where it says, "Do not be anxious about everything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts, your mind in Jesus Christ." So the reason I think of this is because it speaks to me again of being thankful, being open to God, being thankful for what you have, where you're at, recognizing what's going on, not worrying about tomorrow or even what happened in the past, and most importantly, keeping God at the center of all things. And in doing that, you're your blessings will be found, that through Jesus Christ, as you build your path to God, going through those hardships perhaps, finding that path to God, some of those paths are a little more difficult than others. For different people have different paths. But in keeping God at the center of all things, that's when those blessings will start to unfold, maybe during that path, maybe at the end of that path, our life, that journey of life, right? It also made me think of Jeremiah chapter 17, verses 7 and 8, where it says, "But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream, does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought, and it never fails to bear fruit." And what that means to me is when I think about that, when I read about that, here again we find that if we trust in the Lord, even during the uncertain times, his plan for us will unfold. If we keep him at the center of all things, even in times of hardship, his blessings will be abundant. The fruit will always be there. So my hope in hearing these things today is that you are more open to understanding that the blessings from God that you seek are coming. They are there. They will always be there. They are perhaps even at times easily taken for granted or forgotten what blessings he has provided. So I ask you to be mindful, be reflective. Again, keep God at the center of all things, and those blessings will unfold, unravel before you. Please take the time today to reach out to God. Welcome his word and his love into your heart, mind, and soul. Open yourself to him. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. Please help me spread this word, his word. If you've enjoyed the content, again, please subscribe. Your engagement means everything. It is certainly welcome and encouraged.